Okay, everybody, welcome to BNB Chain Hackathon 2024. This is workshop day 3. Really excited. We're going to have a great discussion with you guys today with some awesome projects working on the hackathon, and we're going to be hearing a presentation to get started from Dego. We're going to be talking about unveiling future asset protocols, and it's going to be a comprehensive exploration. Welcome to the space, Damien. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Hi, Chris. Nice meeting you, buddy.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Really happy to have you here. Super excited, guys, about the hackathon. Go to our pinned tweet if you're also on Twitter to find out how to apply today. We are accepting registrations right now. They are open. And hopefully this series will help you think of some ideas of how you want to apply, hear about how some of these projects are working in the critical areas of the hackathon as well. So I understand we have an amazing presentation planned from Dego today. So take it away, guys. And then afterwards, we're going to be having a fireside chat as well.
Thank you very much, Chris, for the kind introduction. Hey, guys. This is Damien from Dego Finance team. People who follow the project probably know me. You know, we were pioneering NFT plus DeFi since the end of 2020. I'm from the original team. You know, being with the team for the last it's getting to 4 years now. And this year, you know, it's not about looking back at the history. It's about start something new. So we feel rather privileged that we can sponsor BNB Chain Hackathon for the 2024. You know, we will always be a very proactive builder for BNB Chain. You know, then it was called BNB Smart Chain, and we've done a lot of amazing stuff together. So I'm gonna take you guys quickly through the history a little bit, just in case anyone in the audience doesn't know about us, and then we're gonna take you to what we are up to, these days, which is AI and the Launchpad, and then we're gonna do a bit of a very comprehensive explanation of what our tracks are all about and how you're gonna approach it. And of course, in the end, we've designated $100K worth of Dego token as the financial incentive for any entrepreneurs who want to take on this big job, right? And anyone who knows us would this will remind you of our 98 Windows nostalgia kind of visual. And this is kind of our pixel Minecraft retro art. So we were known as a protocol pioneer in NFT and DeFi. Back in late 2020, NFT wasn't a thing yet. So we were one of the first team that put NFT, a well-developed token standard protocol, but not a widely adopted one, in the map. Now I think we were launched back in September 2020, and that was probably towards the end of DeFi summer, and that was when we were born, and then start to push things, from rather a ground up, sort of total head, kind of DeFi, following DeFi spirit, DeFi ideology and philosophy, kind of project launch, right? So back then we did a fair launch, and then landed on Uniswap. Then eventually got picked up by KuCoin. Then we made a decision to migrate onto Binance Smart Chain, and then next thing is history, which was March 2023. We got listed on Binance. So it's really great cooperation, friendship story. Working with BNB Chain team here. It's just feel very privileged that in the beginning of 2021, we were in the thickness, on the battlefront together, pushing forward, what decentralized application is defined. So back then, our most famous, most popular dApp was a mining game, right? So you spend some gas fee, mint an NFT, and then you can stake that NFT in our mining pool and mine Dego rewards token. That's how you got Dego token. If you do it with a LP token, the efficiency is higher. Also, we invented many mining mechanism which were later on adopted by other projects to really make sure that ordinary users, got most respected in the mining process, while those big whales who has infinite resources got not mistreated, but their mining efficiency was deliberately lowered so that they couldn't outrun the ordinary miners, the ordinary people with their financial resources. So our NFT minting contract got picked by a lot of users, and it skyrocketed for 3 consecutive weeks in October 2020. It escalated from nowhere, of course, to top 3 most adopted contract in Ethereum, on Ethereum. So only next to Uniswap and USDT transfer contract. So I think it was a rare thing back then. Even now, that somebody could, that we see that a token, a NFT minting contract generated 1,500 plus Ether gas fee consumption, but just by minting it. Then eventually we got 35,000 holders across Ethereum and BNB chain, and then there's over 100,000 NFTs minted in the end. So it's a pretty solid foundation that we launch off ourselves from. I don't know anyone in the crowds rock music fan. I am, and so one of my beloved bands is Green Day, and they have a song called "Good Riddance," and there's this line, this lyrics I really enjoy. So another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. So time grabs you by the wrist and directs you where to go. So we're kind of entering in this fork road, entering 2024. What we're gonna do next in the years in recent years, we've been trying to do stuff on SEI, on Say a little bit, on other layer 2, other ecosystems a little bit, but we've never seen such huge adoption as we witnessed it on BNB chain before. So entering into 2024, one of our strategic decision is to fully embrace BNB chain and then just focus on our efforts, on BNB chain. So we want to, kind of like reinvent ourselves a little bit. So I think as a fair launch project who hasn't taken any venture capital investment, we are well positioned to say, we are the one for democracy, for decency, and true decentralization. I think, in early 2027 or before that, people advocate this ideology, these ideals a lot. But recent years, everything seems a little bit too much financially engineered, and people forgot the why we were here, and then forgot the decentralization ideology. So we want to reinvent ourselves and just re-advocate these mission statements. So again, Dego was a NFT plus DeFi killer app, and we are a formidable Web3 builder. We've done quite a lot of stuff over the years, and now we want to tap into some new zones, which is one of the things is a Delta, our innovative incubator for the Web3 industry. So picture Dego as a launchpad in the coming future, and we've already done a launch session for a project that we see great potential in, which is called the Banana Market. It's done really well, and it is a NFT marketplace and launchpad. Banana Market is looking into the BTC ecosystem, right? So we help them do their BRC token launch, which was concluded successfully within 24 hours. And then later on, their BRC token, which is banana token, BNAN, got picked by a lot of people, and the price skyrocketed to, I think it was 10 plus, 15 plus. But set aside the token performance, I think this team got great potential. So we want to help them and trying to expand our legs on the BTC ecosystem a little bit. So anyone who's thinking about taking on the challenges that we set and thinking about submitting application, so do remember that we have a launchpad, and we really want to help projects from all spectrum who has great potential. We want to help that kind of rebellious entrepreneurs who really have a radical idea to revolutionize the whole landscape. And we have a little hobby, which is doing experimental AI stuff. So we launched Diffusion, I think quite long ago, last year, and it was deployed on BNB Chain, of course. So Diffusion is really our words text to imagery conversion tool. So basically, you can text anything and then just ask our AI service to generate the kind of picture, the kind of image, photos that you desire. So this is something that we were really proud, because we were a DeFi project, but now I think we finally have enough time and resources to do something that we really love, we feel great passion about, and nurture something completely different from traditional Web3 discipline. Right, so I'm going to talk about our challenge a little bit. So our track is emerging ISAC protocol for BNB chain. So what do I mean by that? So people, we all know about the ERC20, ERC721, ERC1155. So each blockchain, each network has their unique and popular token standards, right? All token protocols. In recent months, we've seen popularity rising from the BTC ecosystem with their all sorts of protocols. And certainly at BNB chain, we benefited from BEP20, BEP721, BEP1155. And so we want to predict, we want to help, we want to advocate for the next popular ISR protocol. So that's what we see the future lies. Okay, so we want to identify what is the upcoming ISR protocol. Is it the inscriptions? Is it NFTs? Or is something completely out of our mind? So we want to find the so that's kind of like how we want to help the BNB chain and the users to identify the emerging ISR protocol. Also, BNB Chain was launched, I think it was 2020 as well, right? So it's been 4 years, right? BNB Chain is also sitting on a large base of existing assets. You know, projects come and go, right? You rarely see projects like us or other projects that really hang on, you know, really sticks to this thing, you know, who has commitment and been there for a very long time. So there are a lot of active traded assets on BNB chain, and there's a lot of sleeping assets. So we want to also, so apart from finding what is the new asset format, what is the new asset protocol, we want to find a solution to utilize the existing base of assets on BNB chain. There's BNB token, there's a lot of NFTs, and there's BTCB, there's FDUSD, of course, you name it, right? So going to the specifics from my view, I think I just explained all that. Okay, I'm gonna skip this slide. Right, guys. So again, you know, just in case anyone missed what I just said. So our challenge, or the track we sponsored, is emerging asset protocol for BNB chain. Okay, we're looking for the next innovative asset protocol for BNB chain. Of course, something very new, something original, you know, other than all the protocols, all the token standards, you know, we've seen. Okay, and we're trying to, you know, find solutions to leveraging, you know, the old the existing asset base. So those are the two things, the two solutions, dApps, you know, anything, you know, we're trying to identify, right? If you think you could fit the bill, you could unwind the mystery of what is new and what is the you know, how you utilize the old, you know, do come forward and contact us, or you know, submit your application through official hackathon channel. Again, rewards. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. So we designated 1,000K, so $1,000 in Dego token on this regard. So anyone who's trying to deploying your solution onto BNB testnet, you know, because you're gonna test it in the first place, right? Just by doing that, you know, if we think your solution is originative, is you know, is original, is innovative, you know, we'll help. We'll give you you know, some sweet there. And also I think because the challenge is rather grand, right? So we want to have 3 winners that we think, you know, what if you're building a protocol, if you're building a dApp, if you're building, you know, whatever solution, as long as, you know, you fit the bill and you could really tackle what is new and how to utilize the old, these 2 key objectives, and then you know, we'll be happily offering 15,000 token, $15,000 worth of token per piece, and just on top of you know, the $2,000 in Dego token incentive for just trying. Okay,
Hey everybody, so it looks like our speaker has just dropped. Uh, Amazing presentation, really enjoying it. I think we're all learning a lot there. Give us a second because we have a fireside chat with more projects waiting to come on. So we are just gonna talk in the background about Damien's back.
Oh,
Welcome.
sorry about that. Just lost
Oh,
my internet there. Yeah,
no
just
worries.
say,
Go ahead.
for the ultimate winner of our challenge, there will be another $20,000 dollar worth of Dego tokens in the end. Just want to add that. That's it. Your Honor, I that's my that's my speech right there. That's my piece. Thanks, man.
Okay,
Hey,
thank
Chris,
you so
back
much.
to you. I rest my case. That's
Thank you.
it.
He's rested
Thank
his
you.
case, guys. I think we've all learned a lot about Dego here and really interested to learn too about the tracks that you're mentioning. Can we bring on everyone else now for the fireside chat? We've got some fascinating questions to get into now. Uh, Awesome, awesome. Okay, it looks like we've got a full panel here, guys. So we're gonna have a fireside chat about some of these related issues. How about we just go from each project? We're gonna have MyShell, ChainGPT, Sleepless AI, really strong performers on decentralized AI in practice. These are real world applications. We're going to try to get some insights out about how they're operating on BNB Chain. And of course, hear more about their involvement in the hackathon. So why don't we just go through and each project give an introduction to themselves? Why don't we start with ChainGPT? You are on mute.
Oops, sorry about that. So hi everyone, really pleased to be here. My name is Gintare and I am part of ChainGPT management. So to introduce you and tell you more about ChainGPT, so we are an AI infrastructure that develops AI-powered technologies for the Web3, blockchain, and crypto space. So we are natively deployed on the BNB chain. So to date, we have released very exciting projects such as AI chatbot, which allows users to research Web3 related topics in the fastest and most accurate way. Then also we have AI smart contract generator and auditor, which is the ultimate tool for developers, students, or anyone who wants to deploy a contract on chain. Apart from that, we also have AI trading assistant, which conducts technical analysis for the user with a highly accurate mathematical AI model. And also, would like to mention NFT generator, which allows users to create up to 10,000 NFT collections in less than 30 seconds. So these are just few to name. There are many other products that are in our ecosystem that we are planning to release in 2024. And the nearest release is CryptoGuard, which is a security extension that keeps Web3 users safe, and it's going to come out this February. So for the listeners who want to learn more, about our upcoming releases, I would recommend just to visit our documentation and roadmap page. Thank you.
Okay, excellent. Nice to meet you. Great to hear from you. Of course, great project, ChainGPT. So much to love there. We have great projects also on the panel right now. Let's check in with Sleepless AI. Hello.
Oh, hi. Thank you all for the invitation. This is Zoe, CMO of Sleepless AI. So, first of all, we are so honored that we officially listed on Binance based on the Binance launch pool this January, and also to happy to make an introduction of our product. So Sleeps AI is the first Web3 AI virtual companion gaming studio. So we have two main flagship products. The first one is called Him. Him is a female-oriented virtual boyfriend gaming, and the second one called Her, which is male-oriented virtual girlfriend companion gaming. So those two, why we call that we are the first Web3 AI gaming studio is because all of our materials, not including not just all of our like the pictures, those AI boyfriend, and they are made by AI, and also like the way you interact with your boyfriend or girlfriend, like your virtual companions, they're based on AI as well. So throughout gaming, so you can have like a real life experience talking to your virtual boyfriend, although they are in your phone. So, and also like our first game, him will be official launch in the first quarter of 2024. So stay tuned, and hope you will like enjoy our gaming.
Okay, guys, AI boyfriend or girlfriend. I think a lot of people are very interested at the mention of that. Let's go now to Michelle. Welcome.
Hi everyone, nice to be here. To summarize what Marshall is, I think Marshall is an open ecosystem for all creators and developers to work together and build AI apps like never imagined before. With a very powerful model platform and creator toolkit, anyone can easily build AI apps, and our tokenomic system will empower the creator economy and involve the community to essentially participate in content ownership, and that means being able to monetize their creations in the most equitable way.
All right, guys. Well, I think the stage is set for a fascinating discussion now. We've heard from all of our guests here today in the fireside chat. So we are going to now move to our first official question here. Let's go in the same order that we just went in, if that's okay with everybody. And the question here is, what motivated your teams to build decentralized AI applications specifically on BNB Chain? And are there unique advantages or challenges that you encountered in this process? Let's go first back to ChainGPT.
Sure. So me and our team as a whole, we are absolutely love the BNB chain and the BNB ecosystem in general. So besides, the amazing support that we have been getting from the BNB ecosystem and builders, we also love how fast and cheap the network is. So it really fits our products and users better than any other chain, really. So, and it offers ChainGPT scalability.
Okay, very good answer. I'd have to agree. I think, if you are building decentralized AI, there's no better place to do it than on BNB Chain, whether it's with OPBNB or Greenfield. There's so many technologies that these projects and more are leveraging to really bring this forward thinking technology to life. Let's hear a little bit about Sleepless on the same question. Do you need me to repeat the question or you got it?
No worries.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you. Also, like as Jintar mentioned before, that BNB, also OPBNB, they have a really high efficiency, not just on the TPS, but also on the cost. They are really user friendly for all of the players in blockchain. And also, since we are a gaming studio, and there will be a lot of NFT tradings within our game. So having a very user-friendly and very low-cost environment is our priority that we can offer to our users. So BNB Chain is our top choice, and is our priority when we considering integrating with blockchains. And also, the second most important reason is that because we are a GameFi projects, traffic is another perspective that we are really considering, and we think BNB has a really a great traffic that we can also help all our Web2 users into Web3, but also we think we can have a great synergies between each other. Yeah, that's everything for us.
Amazing. Yeah, thanks for your answer. Appreciate that. Now, how about Michelle? How would you guys approach that question?
Yes, similarly, we think BNB Chain, with its low gas fees, fast transaction speeds, and low migration costs, it offers some advantages that we do appreciate in bringing our users the best experience. I think the low gas fees make it cost effective for user to perform transactions and interact with our small contracts. It also enhances accessibility and encourage a very wide adoption of the platform. Fast transaction speeds ensure quick and efficient processing of transactions and enhance the overall user experience. And lastly, I think the compatibility with EVM ensures seamless migration of existing Ethereum-based decentralized applications and smart contract to the BNB chain. So overall, we think it's a wise decision to make every transaction in BNB chain.
Awesome. Yeah, I agree. I think the wisest decision is BNB Chain. So let's talk about real world impact now. AI has been a big buzz with ChatGPT, tons of other things coming out over the past couple months, the past year. I think what people are most interested in is like the real world impact. So let's go back to Chain GPT now. And let's move to our next question, which is how do you envision your project making a real world impact? And what applications or industries do you believe will benefit the most from decentralized AI solutions?
Sure. So first of all, ChangeGPT has experienced significant growth by already having over 120,000 monthly active users. So therefore, we believe that our AI tools are making a major impact in the Web3 space. And one of our key contributions to the Web3 ecosystem lies in simplifying complex technologies. So through ChangeGPT, we made NFTs, smart contracts, and overall knowledge way more accessible to the Web3 users. By doing so, we have not only empowered experienced developers, but have also opened doors for newcomers, making the Web3 landscape more accessible and inclusive. And in addition, we don't, gatekeep any of our, AI technologies, but we provide access to other AI startups to build on top of our infrastructure. So this means that not only can individual users benefit from our technologies, but also other AI startups. Thank you.
Okay. Very curious to hear what the other panelists have to say on this question as well about real world applications of AI and what you guys are doing. How about we go now to Sleepless?
Yeah, of course. As we have, as I introduced, how's like what's like of our studio before. So our vision and and what motivates us to do Sleeps AI is that we want to provide everyone with virtual and impeccable experience on their loving experience or any kind of emotional experience, because we found that nowadays or everyone in blockchain or in this kind of industry, everyone is super decentralized. It seems that everyone are connected, but actually some of them are really feels very, very lonely these days. So and also we think AI is a really interesting and useful tool that can help everyone to accessible to any kind of emotions, even like virtual companions. So we think we want have So we wish that everyone will have a form of virtual companions, whether it's like your boyfriend or girlfriend. It might be your friend or your family or your pets as well. So we want to have this kind of real world impact to everyone. So this is our vision.
Yeah, the idea of a virtual companion, so interesting, isn't it? Whether it's like an assistant or even to what you're talking about, which is like AI emotions, like people can have out of relationships. Such an interesting thing, and I just can't wait to see where it goes forward. I'm so happy that it's being built on BNB Chain. Let's take this question now to Michelle. What do you think about the real world impacts that your project will have as you guys continue to build and gain users?
Yeah, the way we see it is that in this era of individuals, everyone can create and shape the AI age with the lightweight tools and resources to the very minimum. So that is the supplier, or say like the creator side. And for the investor side, it's along the similar line, because as a super investor, you now have the power to invest in AI apps that you believe in, and essentially becoming a grassroots venture capitalist. By staking in or like investing in the AI apps, you can now govern the AI ecosystem and also influence how AI apps are discovered and used. And this is a new model that's different than before, where it's Apple Store that decide on the ranking and recommendation system of all the AI apps. And in our platform, the release of apps is controlled through a very limited NFT postcards release. So it means this ensures the rarity and exclusivity, so that as a creator, they will ensure to bring their best work. And as a user or explorer, they will use these apps and contributing to their revenues. And I think in that sense, the value of Michelle is supported by three pillars: the AI models, the API providers, and the developers and creators. Some creators might even choose to incentivize the work of developers by selecting their models, and we will separately reward these two entities for their contributions. So I think in summary, at Michelle, we reward all the people that create value to our ecosystem, and we believe in a very like the shared version of wealth and prosperity, and we're creating a space where every builder can thrive. So I think this is the gist of how to answer your question, like what applications and industries that we believe will benefit most from our decentralized AI solutions. I think that's essentially everyone that has a builder's mindset and are willing to contribute to our platform.
Yeah, I think what we've learned from this round of questioning is that there's so many different applications for AI and the way people are using them. And one thing I love is how natural it's becoming. It's not just a gimmick. It's not just like a funny thing to look up and try out. It's becoming really secondhand. And I think these projects have all made it really accessible and great functionality, to where it's the same thing where we want to know something, we Google something. And then just as Michelle said, now when we want to do something, we go to AI because we know that's going to empower us. Especially if you're a founder, a small team, you have to be leveraging these tools to move forward your project, and you can do it in so many different ways. Let's move now on to our next question, which is sort of about what I was just talking about, which is accessibility, user friendliness. So given the complexity of AI, how do you go about designing interfaces to ensure accessibility and user friendliness for both developers and end users? Really interested to hear ChainGPT's perspective on this, because they have I'm sure everyone here and people listening have checked out their site. They have a very cool website that has a great user interface. How do you guys approach that?
Thank you so much for that, and that's a great question. So yeah, with every product, ChangeGPT, we try to prioritize a good-looking UI, but also a user-friendly experience. So before releasing any product or version update, we run it through our testers group, and then we collect valuable feedback, which allows us to improve the product prior to the main release. So on top of that, we collect feedback from our users around the clock and improve our products on a regular basis, as we find our community's feedback extremely valuable. So in essence, our dedication in creating, an exceptional user experience extends far beyond the initial, design phase. So it involves more like, continuous cycle of testing, feedback collection, and improvement, and all driven by the goal of providing our users with the best possible experience. Thank you.
Right. Yeah. You can have the best tech possible, but if you don't make it cool, if you don't make it accessible, easy to use, it's probably going to be hard to get users on a consistent basis. So really interested to hear about how Sleepless AI is approaching this question of accessibility as well.
Yeah, thank you for the question. Actually, there are 3 points that we want to mention. Since maybe the majority of our users are from Web2, so from their first step entering our app, they have like no feeling on any kind of the crypto experience, so they can log in with their social accounts like email or like phone numbers, so they don't have to they don't have to create any of the EOA accounts that they may be confused about what is private key or what is wallet. We've been building all of their wallets behind their interface. And the second one is that since we are a virtual companion gaming, so when people want to select or meet their boyfriends or girlfriend, they can just swipe like that, like everyone's doing on Tinder right now. So it's a really so all the gaming experience is like the daily experience when you are using other of the apps in your phone. And also the third one is, and also the most important one, is how we integrate with AI. So when you talking or when you typing to a boyfriend, they can interact and give you feedback like a real person. That's all based on our fine tuning on AI. And also from the next step, that your AI companions, they can recognize the picture that you upload. So imagine this kind of scenario that when you have a dinner, when you have a very very good dinner, and when you want to share with your AI boyfriend, so when you upload a picture of your dinner, and they can react on what you are having, and on the what's the restaurant looks like, this kind of reaction. So it's really like a true boyfriend or a real boyfriend, instead of you are talking to any kind of like AI agents or robots. So that's where we are pursuing right now, and hope that answers your questions.
Yeah, same situation. I mean, I'm just looking at your guys' website right now, and you can see that it is like really cool, accessible, some really nice avatars, really cool artwork that people can talk to. Very great selection of AI romantic interests. So yeah, I think you guys have done a great job with that as well. I think I'm going to be exploring this a bit more myself. Also interested in exploring my shell. Finally, on this point, how would you guys answer this question? How do you go about making your website and your features accessible to people?
Yeah, I think this is a very good question, and the way you break it down into like for both developers and end users, it perfectly aligns with what we are building here. I think for end users, and specifically Web2 users, it's just like any other, chatbot platforms like Character AI. You go ahead to the exploration page, you pick your favorite bot and you start chatting, and you are able to retrieve the conversation as you like. And that is pretty much the entire user journey for end users, and this is pretty straightforward. Maybe for the other group of users, the Web3 group of users, what if they would like to partake the success of AI apps? Because this is the major way that they can participate in the AI trend. We are having this new feature in our economic system called patron badges. And this is essentially for you to, as I also just mentioned, for you to invest in AI apps that you believe in and enjoy its future revenue stream. So if you are worried about kind of playing around bots and trying to pick the winner, and you're worried about not having the best optics and understanding of the AI space, we will have the community support for you to basically soft launch to the AI kind of techniques, because it's a new thing to lots of Web3 users. So no sweat there as well. So these are for end users, but for developers, I think this is where we're also strong at, right? Because if you look at the workshop in our website, you would see a bunch of different widgets, what we call widget, that is pretty much components that compose a AI app. You will see lots of widget there that you can easily put together a AI app. And in the future, we're also bringing in makerspace, where you can essentially build AI apps you see at the YC incubator with no code grinding and super hassle-free. So this is for developers. So I think we design the UI as intuitive as possible for them as well. So these are to answer a question of like, how do we deal with the complexity of AI and make sure that our users have the best, most intuitive experience on our platform.
Great. Sounds like you guys are hard at work on making everything accessible as well. We're going to move into our last few questions here. So guys, thanks for sticking around for so long. We are having a pretty in-depth discussion here. So it looks like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more questions to go. If you're listening right now, thank you so much for being part of this discussion. Do me a favor, make sure to follow each of these projects, right? Just type into Twitter, ChainGPT, Sleepless AI, MyShell. Make sure to give them some love, use their dApp, check it out. That's the whole reason that we do this, not only to talk about the hackathon, but also to promote the amazing projects that are involved in it. So let's move now into questions about regulatory challenges. Or actually, no, sorry, guys. I have one more question before that. What strategies have you employed to encourage community adoption and participation in your project? So this probably gets into like the marketing, promotion side, community side. I know ChainGPT has a really popular community. I see you guys on Twitter all the time. Very engaged, lots of likes on the posts. What kind of strategies have you guys employed?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, we offer free access to most of our AI tools and also affordable access to our premium tools, which makes it easier, to acquire users first and overall. In addition, as you mentioned, we constantly, run marketing campaigns with our Web3 partners, which help with brand awareness and overall growth. So today, we already have over like 32,000 token holders and 120,000 monthly active users. And if talking about social media, we probably have at the moment even like 700,000 of community members following us through different social media platforms. But in addition, we have also introduced another product, which is ChainGPT Path, and that is it serves as a launchpad for Web3 projects. So users interested in participating in the public rounds of these projects, required to stake the token to participate in different giveaways that requires to do some social media tasks, etc. So this approach so not only fosters the engagement within our community, but also attracts a diverse audience through the various Web3 projects that we introduce. So we kind of, the community comes through different projects as well. This is like one of the approaches that how we grow our social media platform engagement.
Yeah, it's so important, isn't it, to have, strong branding and marketing, social media presence. All of our projects here do this very well. So let's go now to Sleepless and find out more specifically what they're doing to build their community and reach new people.
Yeah. So there might be some of the campaigns that might similar. Like we also offer like free to play access to our games, and also we had some of the daily checking or daily task to encourage everyone to have an try or to try our games before, and also that there might be some of the different campaigns comparing to other Web3 projects, since we are a gaming studio, and also there might be over half of our users from Web2. So we are planning to have some of the offline events, like we will host over 10 events in the most important cities in the world this year. And also we will attend some of the comic conventions. So everyone and every users, as long as they know Sleepless AI, they can see their like virtual companions in reality if they come to our events. So also so these kind of events we will post our informations ahead, and also we will release our PV, like promotion videos, in the most important cities. Like next week, like next month, we will have our promotion videos in Seoul, Korea, and we might have and also like users might have the chance to see their boyfriend in their like CVDs in their countries. So there might be some of the different campaigns comparing to other Web3 projects.
Okay, great to hear from what you guys are working on. Like to hear about those videos. Looking forward to seeing more. How about now we go to Michelle?
Yeah, I think we have a slightly different view on kind of community growth part to our projects. Currently, we're really more focused on building on a platform, especially the supply side. We're very particular about airdrops, and we would like to reserve them for our creators and early adopters. And we're taking more of a organic user growth approach in terms of the Web3 users part, where like definitely encourage you guys to join our Discord, and you will see a very vibrant community there, and people are helping each other to onboard to our platform, building AI apps, and they're calling on their friends to experience our product as well. As for the Web3 users, currently we do not have a specific asset for them to buy in. So I think we are like we definitely have a pipeline where we can kind of carve out special opportunities for these Web3 users so that they can participate in our platform in a more concrete way that they can also comprehend. So this is pretty much what we're currently doing for community adoption. The participation is very much community oriented and organic. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we hear a lot about community in Web3, but these are an example of 3 projects that are genuinely doing a lot to connect, to build these bridges. And I think it's paying off, obviously. So let's move on, guys, to our next couple questions, my last couple questions here. Let's talk about regulatory challenges. Not something that you hear a lot about, but I'm curious to know, is this something that you guys have faced? How do you navigate them? Let's start with ChainGPT.
Yeah, that's a good question. So when it comes, to Web3 and crypto, I believe there are always regulatory challenges. But unlike other Web3 companies, we also have the AI aspect, which is a new industry with unclear regulations, just like crypto. So to effectively navigate the regulatory landscape, we work closely with a top-tier law firm. In that way, we ensure that we remain compliant amidst evolving regulations. And this plays a crucial role in, us enabling us to make informed decisions and implement practices ensuring that our operations in the AI and crypto spaces align with the legal landscape. Thank you.
Okay, how about Sleepless? What about you guys?
Yeah, so far we are good, but there's one thing that we are concerning about is I think that's the copyright, because like most of our materials are made by AI, like Stable Diffusion and Midjourney, and we have trained them and formed our own style of our like drawing. And also, but since it is open and everyone can have similar like drawing styles, so we are well concerned about like the copyright of this kind of drawing styles in future.
Yeah, that is such an interesting question. Is it when you go on Midjourney? I do this all the time. I create anime artwork on Midjourney for BNB Chain Twitter. You do wonder about that, right? The implications of that, how those images are being made, and then how that will be considered in terms of copyright going forward. So thanks for flagging that. I think it's a really interesting point. Let's go now to Michelle. What do you think about this issue?
Very similarly to what Zoe just mentioned, I think in our platform, it's more about data, right? Like the data privacy for users. So our countermeasure is that we give the option to users. They can opt to share their data and enjoy AI interactions without sharing any data. But if they do share, their data will help enhance the entire open source models and the model from the open source community, and definitely there will be reward attached to his or her contribution. But if they don't share, that's their own choice. Like we will there's no under no circumstances we will share any of this data to enhance overall experience without their approval. So I think it's pretty much a consent-based data sharing processes in order to face all the regulatory challenges that they will put about like the data privacy issue.
Yeah, I think this is an important discussion worth having. But I think we covered it off pretty well as far as we are right now. Let's move on to our next question here. We've got questions 7 and 8. Thanks to everybody for sticking with us, and thank you so much to my panel for your time today. I think we're all learning a lot today. What's coming up next, guys? This is a question everybody always loves. A little bit of alpha, hear about what you guys are doing in the future. Any upcoming features, enhancements, or insights that you can share with us that people can look forward to? Let's start with ChainGPT.
Sure. So we have some really exciting product releases and updates coming soon. So first of all, our Web3 security extension called CryptoGuard that I just mentioned previously is coming out this February. Then the AI NFT generator improved V2 version also coming this February. Then also we have ChangeGPT Path improved version V2 coming in March. It will be like more improvements from the user experience side. And then we have a mobile wallet app in the pipeline. And also our unique decentralized GPU network that is expected to come out at Q4 of this year. But there's a lot more going on in our roadmap this year, so I highly recommend all our listeners to visit our website and take a deeper dive into our roadmap. Thank you.
Okay, really excited to what's to come for you guys for sure. Sleepless, how about you? What's coming up next for your project?
Yeah, there are two parts of the exciting news. The first part is about the gaming. First, for now, like our game is only or I say our interaction only supports audio and text, but in Q2, we think we can support like other forms of AI like pictures, so they can recognize what kind of picture, what's the context of your pictures in the upcoming Q2. And also we are really excited about how AI interacts with other applications, like they can read your agenda, so they can set up kind of like boyfriend morning calls. So like imagine that you are not waking up with your iPhone alarms, instead of your boyfriend gently wake you up. And so that have to grant they have so if we want to achieve this kind of outcome, there will be some of the synergies between AI and also other applications. And for the second part is from our token part. So we've been listed over half a month, and I think everyone is concerning about not just our products, also our performance on the token price. So, and on behalf of that, we will soon release our staking rewards very soon. So I think that some of our AI holders will benefit from it.
Okay, guys, really cool stuff coming down the line from Sleepless AI. Did you hear that? Instead of your alarm clock waking you up, it could be your AI boyfriend or girlfriend. Wow, I'd love to see that, and definitely keeping tabs on that. That'll be an interesting feature for everybody to try out. Sounds way better than a normal alarm clock. Now let's go to Michelle. What do you guys have coming up?
Yeah, I think I also touched upon two of our major updates upcoming. First is for Web3 users, they can participate in our platform with patron badges, where essentially they invest in AI apps and partake in their future revenues. That's the first one. And the second one is more for developers. They will be having a more seamless workstation called Makerspace, where they can build AI apps with no-code workflow and complete an like $1 billion valuation YC incubator companies with no code in pretty much like half an hour. So that's another exciting features that we have down the road. These are two for our like this month / next month's immediate updates, but definitely stay tuned for many other things that's in Q1 and Q2.
Okay, guys. So as you can tell from what we've just heard, there's a lot coming through in the future for all of our projects here for what they're building, and kind of moving now into the conclusion part of this space. I'm really curious what messages you guys would have or advice you want to share with our audience, especially for people who want to build decentralized AI on BNB Chain. Why don't we start with Chain GPT?
Sure. So first of all, just kind of wanted to thank you, for allowing us to participate in this session. It was very great, to learn more about other projects. And from our side, I would just like to say that and motivate all the listeners, who are looking to start something in Web3, just to begin, building. Today, with AI tools, you can access knowledge, you can deploy contracts, research faster than ever, and there is nothing that really stops you from starting building just right today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think the tools are there, guys. So if you're listening to this, if you've been inspired by what you've heard, all the tools are available on BNB Chain, including stuff that we haven't even talked about in this call, like Kickstarter resources, funding, of course, applying for the hackathon that we're here talking about today. All of these tools, whether it's like funding, security support, promotion, marketing, all of these things are available for you within our ecosystem. And I totally agree with what Chain GPT said. Just start. BNB Chain is the perfect place to do it. Let's go now to Sleepless AI. Any advice for people who want to build similar projects?
Yeah, of course. So I think everyone has seen how AI changed their life, not just from ChatGPT, but from also other of the applications in Web2. But actually, in Web3, I think there will be more synergies and more interesting things if you combine AI with crypto. So don't hesitate and don't think what's other people's doing. Just like if you are really think AI will change your life, and if you're really thinking like crypto will change your life, so bind them together and yeah, just build it.
Yep, AI, Web3, and BNB Chain, I agree, are the perfect combination for so many reasons. Let's go now to Michelle for the final word on advice for Web3 builders looking to build AI projects.
Oh, is that like final words? That's quite a lot of pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah, I think to react to what has recently happened in our platform, I want to kind of flag to the community. I mean, essentially the current community that we're having here, is that I think lots of the Web3 users, they kind of don't believe in we are creating enduring value rather than relying on those short-lived superficial individuals, so in indicators. So when we say that, like we don't like nullify all the rewards from the kind of yield like participants in our platform, like we don't do that immediately only to prevent them from quickly iterating their cheating strategy. They kind of don't like really buy in our strategy, but like I just want to assure like all the people that believe in the vision of AI and Web3 is that like we strongly believe in the power of individual creativity as the driving force of our economic system, and we will do everything within our power to protect our AI creators and developers. And I think we encourage everyone like in the Web3 space to deepen understanding of block creation and AI as a whole, and it would be definitely beneficiary for everyone to enjoy a more all-encompassed like Web3 experience. But if they're preferring a more pure Web3 experience, we also do have the feature that I just mentioned before about patron badges, along with our exclusive Web3 NFTs coming up. So these are all like good ways to participate in our platform, and just firmly believe like and trust us that the rewards that are unjustly claimed will be rightfully distributed to the community in due course. And that is the whole livelihood and the whole belief that's supporting my show. Like we focus on building a project for long-term sustainability. Like we're not here for 1 year, for 2 years, for 5 years. We're here for a lifetime. Yeah, so that is my final words.
Love it. Very inspirational and motivational. I said no pressure, but you know what? It didn't seem like you felt any pressure because that was the perfect answer. I think all the answers we received on this final question have kind of summed up the point that if you're looking to build, there's no better time. Obviously, AI is a very hot topic, and BNB Chain is the perfect place to do it. Well, we've had a lovely discussion today, guys. I want to thank all of my guests. I want to thank my keynote speaker from earlier today. That was Damien from Dego. He gave a great discussion as well. If you missed that part, once we end the space, you can go back on YouTube and watch from the beginning. For now, this is going to be the end of our workshop. Make sure to stay tuned for information about the next workshop that's coming up. But for now, that is the end of our session today. Thanks again. Make sure to follow ChainGPT, Sleepless AI, and MyShell. And make sure to apply to BNB Chain Hackathon 2024. Go to my Twitter, BNB Chain Twitter. You'll find the link in my pinned tweet. It'll also be linked in my bio as well. So get those applications in, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, everybody, for your time.
Thank you so much.